I didn't really see that many fish. I saw fish in transition, just deeper water just before it gets into some shallow water. I don't think it's quite got warm enough, that's just my opinion, for them to really move up. There's a lot of fish right along the creek channel drop edges getting ready to move up. Like I said, not necessarily if you come down in the next week here fishing, you need to get here real early in the morning. It seems like the later this afternoon goes, the better the bite has become. Hey guys, today we are at Kerr Lake. Specifically, we're in the Grassy Creek area. We're doing some crappie fishing today. Not sure, this is my first trip, so this I'm gonna try to relay step by step, see if we can find these fish. The water temperature is 49 degrees now. It got really cool last night, so I'm figuring the water temperature is around 50. Now, I'm assuming these crappie are beginning to move up over the next 3 months, March, April, May. It's some of the best times of the year to catch some really large sized crappie, or crappie if you prefer crappie. So anyway, we're going to start out. I'm going to do some vertical jigging, some casting this morning with some 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce jigs. Don't know what color the fish will like. The water's got some dinge to it, and so I hadn't really chosen a lure or a color, and so hey, let's get to it. Let's go catch a fish. There he is. Get out that trolling motor. Oh. Ooh. Well, I don't know if I had the camera turned. I don't know if I had the camera turned right or not, but that's a good crappie. Good quality fish. Put them on that green redhead. They seem to be reacting better to that green redhead than any color I've used so far this morning. And you know, nice crappie, probably 12 inches long. So real quickly, let's discuss what's been going on. That is the first fish I put in the boat this morning, and I've been probably fishing for an hour. I've seen a lot of fish, but they're just not aggressive right now. And I really think after lunchtime, it's probably 11 o'clock now. Getting on about 12:01 to about 4 this afternoon, the fishing will really turn on. So what we did, I haven't been down here since the fall. And so we got to figure out where the fish are. If you come to the lake and you hadn't been there a while, you got to figure out how they've transitioned. The water temperature was 49 to 50 degrees. I think it's up to 51 right now. So I elected myself. I started in the mouth of some coves, and I start checking brush. I came to the first cove, I checked brush in about 25-30 feet of water, didn't see any fish, and I transitioned up the cove to about 16-17 feet of water, and I was checking the brush there, and I began to see some larger crappie, not necessarily in the brush, but staged around the outside of the brush, not down in the brush. I haven't seen any fish in the brush, but I have seen them staged up about 8 feet deep down to about 15 feet deep. Some of these coves are full of shad. I've ran across some places in 15 feet and be shad from the bottom all the way to the surface area. So there's a lot of shad done moved into the back of these coves. Water's a little dingier. I've came on up the lake a pretty good ways. I'm going to continue working my way up the lake. I see 2 good fish. Basically what I'm doing, I've cast to some of these fish. I've stayed back from them and cast to them when I would see them out in the water column and swam the lure by them. I've had them to swim over and actually look at the lure, but not actually eat the lure. And I just been moving along with my live scope looking. If you was spider rigging, it'd be the same thing. If I had 5 rods, I would do the same thing I'm doing now. I would come in these coves, I'd work around this brush, I'd stay in about 8 to 15 feet of water, and I would work myself around, go in the mouth of the secondary coves, come out, and just work my way back to the cove, you know, raising my lures up. Most of the fish are 8 to about 15 feet, if that helps you. Anyway, let's turn around and see if we can catch another fish. Well, not quite what we're looking for. You know, that's a 9.5-inch fish right there. And that fish is sitting in, I'm in the upper end of the lake, about 17, no, actually about 14 feet of water. And I caught him right in the mouth of a cove here. There's several fish hanging suspended just off the bottom. Since the water has gotten so muddy up here, I've switched to a monkey milk color and a pink head. Pink head shows up good in this dingy water. Well, finally talked this one into biting. You know, 10, 11-inch fish, good crappie, good crappie. So I stopped here at the bridge. I came to the upper end and I saw some fish around these islands and thought I'd give it a try. That's like the 3rd fish I've caught here. And anyway, as the evening goes on, it seems like they're biting a little better. They're still hitting this. They're still hitting that chartreuse yellow pretty good. And hey, I'm gonna keep fishing. Hey, let's go catch another fish. That's a good fish right there, y'all. That's a good crappie right there. Boom. Good fish. I'm gonna weigh him real quick. Let's try this again. Looks like 1.3. What that fish weighed. You know, it's you know, so basically I'm just vertical jigging. There are some crappie. The water's deeper here, so it's a lot of fish, nicer sized fish actually staged before they go up on the flats in this upper end. You know, and I got my 10-foot pole. Fish are anywhere from about 8 to 14 foot. Basically, I'm just going right along this shadow line and this bridge and vertical jigging. And you know, the fish are not running over to the lure and swiping it. All day the fish have been a little more lethargic. It takes them a little bit before they bite, but you know, anybody can do this. You get around these bridges, it's a great staging place, and there's a lot of logs around the base of these bridge pilings here. So you know, all day I've been hunting fish. I've been up on the flats looking for fish, been on the drop-offs, creek channels, back in the coves, and you know, as the evening goes on, the bite will get better. But anyway, I'm catching fish here. Hey, that's where I'm gonna stay. About some different vertical jigging presentations, and you know, I caught some of the fish. I've got that white and pink on the top, 18 inches below. I've got that gray-haired jig, and that was just one of the combos. I'll show you the second one that I fished that I'm fishing today. And the other combination, that is a, just a pink head, white Barbie Garland's body, and a decent sized split shot. And I've been fishing. The split shot's a little bit big. If fish were just a little more shallow, I would probably do away with that weight there. But anyway, that's two of the ways that I'm vertical jigging. And I've also done some casting to these fish, but not been successful actually casting to them. So anyway, let's go catch fish. Well, the fish is finally turned on. It is 3 o'clock. Kind of what I figured. Good crappie right there. Good quality crappie. Fish probably weighs a little less than a pound. Yeah. 0.83. Still a good quality fish. Look at the colors on that fish. Wow. That's a good crappie, y'all. That's a 10-inch fish, easy. Finally switched over. That's a good crappie. Good 10-inch fish. Boom. And I think we're going to end this video. All in all, the morning was very slow. I saw a lot of fish back suspended in the coves. Now, I caught a couple of fish back in about 16 feet of water in one of the coves, and the fish was suspended, much like they are right here. The water is roughly 16 foot deep. The fish are suspended. The fish is very active this afternoon. On the live scope, I can see fish swimming anywhere. So if you was casting or spider rigging through this area, you would probably be very successful. I've seen 2 other people spider rigging in the back. Anyway, I went all the way up on the flats. I didn't really see that many fish. I saw fish in transition, just deeper water just before it gets into some shallow water. I don't think it's quite got warm enough, that's just my opinion, for them to really move up. There's a lot of fish right along the creek channel drop edges getting ready to move up. Like I said, not necessarily if you come down in the next week here fishing, you need to get here real early in the morning. It seemed like the later this afternoon goes, the better the bite has become. Caught most of the fish on that chartreuse redhead hair jig. Caught some on a monkey milk white body. Just caught that one on the gray. I just kind of been switching up throughout the day to see what best that they were biting. I got some good fish in the live well. There's a couple of them I did not weigh that I put in there. I've got a few fish up to about 1 pound 3 ounces. I've got several over 1 pound. Anyway, hey guys, it's beginning of March. Hey, you better get out here and go fishing. From now till May, it's a good time to catch those really big crappie moving up. Guys, you remember, God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the like button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wild life, and I'll see you on the water.